Hello, boys and girls. My name is c0wg0d, and this is c0wg0d Plays Sandlot. Welcome back. This is my second episode, and in this episode, I'm going to go over something that's very important, and that is griefing. We have 3 plugins on the Sandlot Easy server, which is where I am now, that allow you to protect your chests and protect your items and protect your builds, such as your house, your mines, etc., etc. The plugin I'm going to talk about with you today is called Grief Prevention. And you need 2 things to use this plugin: the golden shovel, which I have now, and also a stick. And I'm going to show you how to use these items to claim some land. When everybody starts out on easy, they're always confused. They don't know where to go, where to build, where to find a place to mine, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go over all of that stuff with you today. So let's get started. As I mentioned in my last episode, these trees over here next to spawn can all be cut down that you can use to get a stick. The sticks will fall not only can you craft them with logs, but you can also get them falling from leaves. That's a custom plugin we have on the Easy server, where sticks will fall from decaying leaves after you cut a tree down. The golden shovel is something that you do not need a golden ingot to make. You can actually come over here to the mall, and they sell them here, or well, not sell, but they give them to you for free. So if you come over here to the tools section, you right click that sign, then you just left click, you'll get a free golden shovel, and you can get as many as you'd like. So once you have those 2 things, the question becomes, well, alright, where do I go? I want to claim some land, I want to build, I want to start a little farm, what have you. So there's a few different ways you can go about this. You can either just venture out directly from spawn, going in any direction. However, it's pretty likely that most of the land in all these directions nearby is going to be claimed. Maybe even farther out, actually, is also going to be claimed. So c0wg0d set up these spawns for us, and there's 3 of them, or not spawns, but warps. One goes to a mega taiga, one goes to a desert spawn, and one goes to a snowy spawn. So if you want to build in one of those areas, then all you would have to do is right click one of these signs and it'll take you there. So let's go ahead and try the desert spawn. So I'm going to right click that sign. It tells you not to move, and then it will take you out to the desert. So now all you have to do is pick a direction, start walking, and you take your stick out and you right click the ground, and it will tell you, okay, this claim is made by c0wg0d. That's me, of course. And so you cannot build anywhere here unless I give you permissions for it. So you'll notice that it has these gold blocks, and these go along the whole perimeter of your claim. And a claim goes all the way from bedrock all the way up to max height. So you don't have to worry about sectioning off, vertical slices of a claim. It's just everything from top to bottom. It has glowstone here at the corners, which denote where the claim ends. So if I right click on this block, it'll say no one has claimed right here, which is unfortunate because someone started building here and they haven't claimed it, it looks like. Oh, okay. Well, no, that's over on this side. So yeah, always, guys, the first thing you should do before you build anything is to make a claim and claim your land so that nobody can grief it. Nobody can tear it down or destroy it in any way. So you just keep running, you keep right clicking, and it says, okay, no one has claimed, no one has claimed. So that's good. You're finding plenty of spots. I'm going to find a little open area where I can show you guys a little bit more on how to manage your claim. So let me see if I can find something. Okay, this is all claimed. This is not claimed. This might work. Okay, this looks good. So if you just right click all around, it'll tell you no one is claimed. Okay, that's claimed right there. Okay, so you take your golden shovel and it's going to tell you how many claim blocks you get. So you can see mine says I have 11,720 claim blocks. I forget how many you start with. I think it might be 5,000 or something like that. So the way it works is it's just an area. So let's say you have 100 claim blocks, then that means you can claim a 10 by 10 square area that goes all the way to the bottom bedrock all the way up to the sky. You want to claim as big of an area as you can because that means you'll have more resources available to you, more land to build, you know, areas for farms or villages or whatever you want to build. So if I take my golden shovel and I right click on any block that's not claimed, I'll get these diamond blocks in this type of pattern here. And so it says claim corner set. And then what you want to do is you go to the opposite corner where you want to claim. And the claim needs to be at least 10 by 10. That's the minimum size. And then after you do that, you right click again and it will say claim created. Use /trust to share it with friends. So that is all there is to it to make a claim, guys. It's really simple, and it's definitely something that you should do right off the bat when you're going easy. Let me make sure it's daytime, and I will get a little bit more in depth with how to edit claims, resize them, delete them, things like that. So let me just make it wait for day here. Hold on just a minute. Ah, look at that beautiful sunrise. So pretty. Ah! Okay. Everybody awake? All right, good. We're awake. Okay, guys. So I made my claim here, and let's say that you want to resize that. Well, it's super easy to do that. If you don't see these marks, all you got to do is get out your stick again, right-click inside your claim, switch to your golden shovel, and then you're going to right-click this glowstone, and then just walk further out and claim. Now, this is something you're probably going to see pretty often if you start to really get into you know, resizing, moving claims, getting more claims, stuff like that. So if you remember when I made this claim, I put it right up against that other claim. And so it's telling me, well, I can't resize it over to here because it's going to overlap this claim, because it goes, my claim, if I look at it again, goes, where's my glowstone? There it is. Okay, so it goes all the way over to here. And if I extend this out in this direction, it's going to overlap this claim right here. So I'm not allowed to do that. But if I switch and I right click and then I come out just straight this direction, it'll let me do it, no problem. And then if I wanted to make it bigger this way, I could just come over here, right click, and then right click somewhere else. And another thing definitely to note, if you didn't realize, is you can claim things without having to be standing real close to the block. So I can take this, right click, and I can move it out there, and I can right click again and move it, you know, out there. There's another overlap over there, but you get the idea. You can claim from pretty far away. You don't have to be right up on the block. Okay? So right clicking again, you'll see now this is my claim. It goes all the way over to that house, which is not good because whoever built that didn't claim their stuff. And anyway, so that is kind of how to make a claim, how to resize a claim. Now let's say you built something and you just, for whatever reason, you don't like it anymore and you want to tear the whole thing down and just let it, let the land that you claimed be able to be claimed by somebody else. You don't want it anymore. So if you want to do that, all you have to do is type a slash and then abandon claim. And then you hit enter. And it's going to abandon this claim. So now if I right click with my stick, it's going to say nobody has claimed this block. So that means it's back to the wilderness. Anybody can come in here and can claim this block. And one last thing about claims, guys, is if you have a claim somewhere and you forgot where it is, let's say that you didn't set your home, which you do by doing /set home, and wherever you are, it'll set your home point there, so that if you type /home, it'll automatically take you back to that spot. I think I went over that in the last video, but if not, definitely something to keep in mind. But anyway, if you have a claim and you forgot where it is, or you just want to see a list of all the claims you have, you can do /claims list, and it will list out the coordinates of all of your claims and how many claim blocks they take up. So like if I look at this one here, it's 552 claim blocks. It's in the overworld and it's at these coordinates. So if you ever needed to go check that out, that's exactly how you would find it. Okay, for my next section on this video, I'm gonna set up a little testing area, and I'm gonna show you guys how you can share certain things inside your claim with certain people. So hang tight. Okay guys, I'm back. So we're in another claim here that's mine. Just take our stick out, right click, you'll see, okay, it's my claim. It goes right up to this sign here and down that direction. And this is the part where I want to tell you guys all the different types of access you can give to people. So if you don't want to build alone and you want friends, like most people do, then you'll want to give your friends certain access. Sometimes, if you don't trust them as much, you'll want to only allow certain types of trust. Other times, if like it's your best friend in real life, then you want to give them full trust, that kind of thing. So I'm going to go over all that type of stuff with you right now. So there's 4 levels of trust that you can have inside your claim. And if you do /trust list, that's going to tell you all the different types of permissions that are allowed and who has access to them. So right now, since these 4 lines are blank, that means I don't trust anybody in this particular claim at all right now. So you'll see here that I laid out a bunch of items, and then on this sign you'll see there's access trust or container trust, and then a bunch of items, and then on this side there's container trust and a bunch of items. So the lowest level of permissions available is access trust. So if I type access trust and I say Princess Polite has access trust here, that means that she can now use all these items on this side. So she can sleep in the bed. It's not working? Nighttime. Oh, you can only sleep at night, of course. She can open the doors. She can hit the button. She can pull the lever. She can get in boats. So these are all things that work with access trust. Now, if I want to change her trust type, what I have to do is I actually have to untrust her first. So if I type untrust and you do that inside your claim, then it will revoke access any permissions she has inside this claim. Okay, so now if I do trust list again, you'll see it's empty. So now if I do container trust, and I do Princess Polite, and then I do my trust list again, you'll see now she has container rights, and now she'll be allowed to use everything on this side. She can use the furnace and put items in and take items out. She can use the anvil, enchantment table, the chests, the ender chest. She can even use the jukebox. So if I give her a disc over here, play us a song. She should be able to put it in here. And there we go. And that works. She still cannot harvest any crops, so she will not be able to break this. She will not be able to harm any animals like chickens, cows, pigs, sheep. Oh, she can. Okay, after some more experimentation, guys, people actually can kill your animals if they have container trust. So you definitely only want to give people container trust to your claims if you trust them not to kill all your animals. So moving on, the crops. The crops cannot be harvested at all unless you have full trust. So if she tries to break these sugar canes, she won't be able to. And it's going to be the same for wheat, for carrots, for potatoes, for all the crops. So if I do untrust her, and then I give her just trust, and then we look at our trust list, you'll see now she has builder permissions, which basically gives her access to do everything inside the claim. So, oh, and you know what, guys? I have two different claims that are right next to each other here, so I accidentally gave her trust in this claim, not this claim. So let me do that again. And now she should be able to break those, and she is. So now, with full trust, she can do anything inside this claim. She can break blocks, she can place blocks, so she can get into all the chests, etc. And she's basically got full reign over the whole claim to do whatever she wants. Now there are more advanced ways to protect your own chests, even inside your own claims, that people will never get access to unless you grant them, and that's using the Lockette plugin, and we're going to talk about that in my next video. Okay, and the last type of trust that we're going to talk about is permission trust. So if I do trust list again, right now Princess Polite has builder permissions, but I can do permission trust, and then if you look again, you'll see she's got manager permissions, and basically she can do everything she can do as a builder, so she can break blocks, place blocks, etc. But she can also add other people to the trust list on this claim. So this is something you should definitely be very wary of, and only allow somebody that you know and trust very, very well to be able to manage your claims for you in this way. So just something to keep in mind. It's probably something that you won't use very often, but it's there if you guys want it. And the very last thing we're going to talk about is claim subdivisions. So not only can you have claims, but if, let's say, you have, just a gigantic claim that's, 200 blocks by 200 blocks or even bigger, and you want to, let's say, set up a public area that has chests that everybody can access, for example. So what you can do is, instead of, trying to figure out how to jumble up your claims to get it the way you want so that only one small area is available to the public, instead you can subdivide them. So if I type /subdivide claims, then it's going to tell me, oh, and you should have your golden shovel selected when you do that, by the way, and it's going to tell you you're now in subdivision mode. So now if I right click inside this claim, it's going to say the claim corner was set, and then if I come over here and right click again, now it's showing an iron block and wool blocks around my subdivision. And so what this allows you to do is you basically get a whole new set of permissions inside of this claim, which is found inside your larger claim. So for example, if I have a chest here and I have a chest here, and then let's say in my bigger claim I untrust Princess Polite, okay, and then so now she can't open either chest, right? So, but let's say I want to let her open this one but not that one. So since this one is inside the subdivision, now I can type container trust, if I could spell, and I allow her container trust inside this subdivision. Now she can open this one but not that one. And so the same would go for everybody that you allow in this claim in this way. if you want to make something that is available to the public so that anybody could get into it, you could just type access, or well, if it's a chest, then it would have to be container trust, and then you do public. And then if you do trust list again, you'll see under container trust it's available to public, and it tells me it granted the public permission to access containers and animals in this claim. So definitely, again, if you have animals in this area, they could be killed by the public, so you want to be very careful with these types of things. Resizing these subdivisions works exactly the same way as resizing regular ones. So you just right click and then right click again where you want the new corner to be set. And the subdivision claims do not take away from your overall claim blocks because they're just inside of a bigger claim anyway, so they don't count double. So I believe, guys, that is pretty much a crash course in everything you need to know about the grief prevention plugin. So like I said at the beginning of the video, make sure, absolutely sure, before you build anything that you set a claim up so that people cannot grief your stuff. I can't stress it enough how important it is to do that. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I definitely appreciate all the support you guys have given me so far. If you have any questions at all, definitely post them in the comments and I will be reading them all and I will answer any questions you guys have. So thanks again, guys, and have a wonderful day. Bye.